Alright, hey, Hazen Mega here, and today I'm installing my Shy Gladiator 72 compact battery on my Sauron Light Bee. Okay, this is like the hardest battery to ever install on my Light Bee. Okay, all the batteries they just drop in, and like they either need like a lid extension or something, the latch extension. Yeah, that's the only thing. All right, so but this one, it needs to actually, you have to actually modify the lid so it's taller. All right, it's really just it's compact. All right, but it's not like drop in. That's what I say. It's just a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, I shot a video about the lid kit installation kit for the Gladiator compact battery. All right, all the stuff that came with it. So check that video out. That was a show and tell on all the stuff that came in it, and now we're going to actually try to install it. All right. I'd actually, so I'm planning to do two things. All right, but we'll probably only do one in this video. All right. So in this video, we're going to install the battery. I mean, it's not to say you can't install the battery. You can drop it into the bike. The thing is, you can't close the lid because the lid it hits the battery. Right, the battery's too tall. Okay. It's just like an inch too tall, so we need to install this lid kit on the bike so we can prop the lid up enough to close it. Okay, and like yeah, I don't want to ride a bike where the battery is just sticking out, and if the bike falls over or rolls over or something, your battery could fall out. Okay, I don't want none of that. All right, so that's a scoop. All right, and so this is for this is for people that are interested in buying this battery and seeing the kind of stuff that you got to do to your bike to get to run this battery. Because that's like the #1 thing I ask when I'm buying a battery for my bike is, what modifications do I have to do to get this to fit in my bike, all right? So a lot of batteries are drop-in, all right, like this one. This one is a drop-in battery, all right? This is basically the same size as the stock Sauron battery. And then I have another one somewhere else. Okay, and then there's this battery, all right, that requires a slight modification to the latch, all right, the latching bar, the part on the back that attaches to the locking latch, all right. All you got to do is make it longer, basically, and to do that you just add spacers, all right. That's what I had to do to get this bad boy to fit, all right. This one is slightly bigger than the other one, all right. And the other battery, the third battery that I've tried, I don't have it anymore, but it's a EBMX 42 amp hour battery. What was the scoop with that one? That one needed an even longer latch, okay? But however, you could still close it, all right? This one, you have to modify both the hinges and the latch, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, and then I can finally use this battery, okay? I haven't been riding this bike. Well, I haven't been using this battery at all because I can't put it on the bike. And then I also want to know how this lid kit affects with these batteries, okay? What I did with this smaller battery, all right, since the lid has a lot more space underneath it now, is I put like a pillowcase or a rag or something underneath the lid to keep the battery from hopping up and down, okay? And that may be what we have to do for these batteries once we install this lid kit, all right? But yeah, anyway, so this will show you what it looks like to install this battery, all right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that'll be the end of the video, and then I will charge the battery up, and then we'll take it for a ride, and then we'll do a we'll do a little torture test and range test at the same time. All right, basically the same test I did with the EBMX battery. All right, to see how it does. But this Gladiator compact battery, it should be able to dish out more power than the batteries that I have now. And it should be able to go further, all right? Because these batteries are 30 and 32 amp hour, and this one is a 38 amp hour. So it's got 6 more amp hours, a good deal more power, all right? So should be able to make it home, right? All right, let's do this. Okay, so this is what the lid kit extension kit comes with. All right, I showed it in the show and tell, but I'll show it to you guys again since this is the focus of this video. All right, so there's the part for the latch, okay, the back of the lid. This is the spacer for it, okay. It's very nice. It matches your the stock lid, so there's no gap in the back. All right, very nice. Basically, but basically the spacer part is right here, okay. This is just to cover it, that big ass gap that's going to be in the back. All right. This is what I'm running right now, so I can fit the batteries that I currently have on the bike. All right, basically it's an extension, all right, or it's a spacer. So there's a spacer and longer bolts, and then that moves the latch out more, okay? But basically we're going to do away with this spacer, and we're just going to plop this onto that, okay? And also the hardware for that is these long bolts, okay? Okay, and then you've got a hinge extension, all right? You've got these two guys. These are gonna go attach the to the lid hinge. All right, so these are gonna attach to the hinge, all right, guys? And it's gonna push the lid up so you can close it, all right? And I'd imagine they have different sizes for different batteries. There's two extra holes here, so I'm not really sure what these other holes are for. Maybe you can adjust the height or something. All right, and then these are the bolts to install that. All right here, the bolts and the nut. Okay, so let's go take a look at how the battery installs on the bike right now, and then we'll go install the kit, and then we'll see how it all goes together. Okay, so I've got the Qi battery here, the Gladiator 72 compact. So as you can see, fits in there, slides in there nicely, that's for sure. Okay, but however, the lid won't close at all. Okay, so that's the problem I had, and you guys probably saw it when I did the show and tell video on this. I couldn't use this battery, all right, unless I wanted to take the lid off, all right, and run it without the lid, but I don't want to do that, okay? So I had to order the lid kit for this bike so we could run this battery, okay? So yeah, it won't close because the this little round part here that goes around the ignition switch or the USB charger, it hits this, all right? So that's why we need to move this up a bit so we can actually close it. So yeah, it's not even close to closing, guys. so yeah, so that's the scoop, guys. So by installing this kit, we'll be able to close the lid, all right, hopefully. All right, so let's go take the battery out again, and then we'll go ahead and go and get to installing it. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, and just for reference, guys, all right, so I'll take a before and after picture, guys, but yeah, if you guys want to see what the lid looks like when it's down. Okay, so the way I've got it right now, the lid is pretty, I have the Lunicycle float seat, guys. Okay, so that's the float seat right there, and it's like an inch taller than the stock seat, all right? So it's actually, the lid is actually lower than the seat, so it still looks like a stock seat. It looks like pretty much a stock bike still, okay? So I'd imagine it's going to be, probably, it might be level with the seat, hopefully. I don't want it to stick out too much. That's why I wanted the smaller battery, right? I didn't want this big honking battery sticking out of my bike, okay? Okay, but I'll take before and after pictures so you guys can get an idea like what it looks like before and after we did it, okay? And remember, this has already been modified, all right? This is already taller than stock. I think normally this is supposed to go all the way down here, okay? So it's like an inch taller than stock or something. Okay. All right. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is let's take the lid off, all right? I've never actually taken the lid off of this. And we're gonna open it with the key, all right? I've got a little battery gauge on my lid that I installed a while ago, so I'm going to disconnect that. Okay, so we can take the lid off. And then, so there's two E-clips, all right? There's two E-clips holding the hinge in. And I need to use a needle nose plier to take it out. Not so easy to take out. Okay, there we go. There's one of them. All right. Put that someplace safe. And then there's another one. So, but you want to open it so like you want to position it so the Pac-Man, the open part of the clip is facing downward. Okay, guys. So you can just pull straight up. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna try different needle nose pliers, because those ones aren't doing it. There we go. Oh. Pain. Oh, there we go. Got it. Alright, yeah, you just gotta make sure you pull it off at the right angle. Okay. Yeah, so there's the E-clip right there. The pliers I was using are like the tip is kind of worn out. That's why I wasn't grabbing it. I guess if you're having trouble, you could try if you hit a locking pliers, right? The long nose locking pliers, and you could use that. Okay, now we're gonna take the pins out, all right? The hinge pins. So basically, I think you want to get a screwdriver and just pry them out. Okay, now you're gonna want to get a screwdriver and pry the hinges out. There you go. There's one. Okay, if it's not sticking out enough, you gotta press it on this end. Okay, and then use the pry bar on the other end. Okay, there you go. It's out. Let's just come right off, and there we go. It's the first time I've had it off. Maybe I should clean it. Right. Okay, now that I have the lid off, I gave it a little wash. All right, because like I said, it was dirty in the hinges. So, okay, so what I want to do is let's install the the latch part. All right, the latch spacer. Okay, to do that, you're gonna need a 4mm Allen wrench of some sort. I have a T-handle here, and then well, you're gonna need a 10mm later for the nuts. Okay, but okay, I'm gonna unscrew the current latch. All right, remember mine has the longer bolts and the spacers. Okay. Oh, I didn't know this had some adjustability to it. Yeah, so you might want to adjust it. I know I bent this. I bent this so it would close properly, guys. I may have to bend it again. I'm not sure, but. Okay. So I'm going to take the current fastening hardware off. Right, and the spacers. If you have a stock Sur-Ron, it's not going to look like that. Okay, it's just going to be some small bolts. Okay. Oh, how did that go? Okay, and then so yeah, so this was like this, right? So you're going to put the spacer on there, like so. Okay, and then you're going to put the latch on top, and then put the bolts in. Okay, and hopefully you got the holes lined up. Perfect fit. Okay, and you might want to play with this. This has a little bit of adjustment up and down. So if it doesn't close, you might want to move it a little bit. For now, I'll keep it whatever position it's wanting to stay in. Okay, and just screw it down snug. Okay. Okay, should be good. All right, that's the spacer dealie. Okay, there's a little bit of a overlap here. That's what I'm going to say. But it looks good. Okay, and then now we're going to install the hinge. Okay, you're going to take your hinge and install it like this, I think. Okay, then you're going to want to put the C-clips back in. My suggestion is, yeah, put it straight on top. And the E-clips. Okay, and then just get the pliers and... Oh, shit. And that happens. It's a really loose fit. Okay, you can try pressing it down with this guy. Oh, let me get the other pliers, man. You can try to grab the top of it, all right, and try to press down with the C-clip, but only if you got a good grip on it. Oh, and it fell off. Okay, I'm going to try to press down on the C-clip till it clicks. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think that's the easiest way to try not to lose it, alright? Alright, just hold it on the end that's closed. Okay, and really hold it tight. And just press, oh. It's difficult. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool deal. Alright, and then that's how it's going to go on. Yes, I think so. Hopefully I did it right. Okay, now we're going to go back to the bike and install the bolts. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install this bad boy. Okay, so there's the hinges. And you're just going to put the bolts in. So, okay. There's two sets of holes in it. I'm not really sure which ones to use. I guess there's some kind of adjustment that you could do. Okay. So I'll show you how it goes from this side. It's already in there, man. It doesn't want to come out. Okay, so basically just hold the hinge in there, line up the holes, and we're gonna put the bolt in. Boom. Okay, I'll do that for the other side. Okay. And then we're going to put the nuts in. I'm not really sure if you want the bolts facing outside or inside. It's not grabbing. There we go. Okay. Put the other one on. Okay. Okay, and then you're going to want to tighten up the nuts. Alright, just get the wrench, an Allen wrench, tighten them up. Okay, I'm not really sure how tight to make it. So I think you'd want it a little bit loose so you can still move it. I'm just going to tighten it till it stops a little bit. Okay, there you go. Okay, maybe it'll loosen up a little bit. Alright, there you go. And I think we're done. Okay, there we go, and we're done. So it kind of opens like a weird way now. Yeah. gonna lie. And it doesn't close at all. It doesn't latch at all. So I guess you have to play around with the latch. See if you can get it to engage. What's going on here? Okay, it's gotta go out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, it's not moving in. You gotta look here if it's not closing properly. Alright, you gotta look here and see what's going on with it. Alright, so you can see that the latch, alright, the latch bar is going too far back now. Alright, because I think, well, I don't know, that's a good question. I may have to bend this way to get it to latch on there, okay, because this thing is already hitting the seat, okay. One thing I could do is try to move it forward all the way, because there is a bit of adjustment. Okay, yeah, so I've got it the other direction. So what we're going to do is loosen these and then push the latch forward, okay, and that should move it closer to the lock, okay, the latch. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and hopefully it'll work. Okay, yeah, I tried to do that and it didn't work, guys. So it doesn't, because of the way they designed this, there's a little part that's sticking up here. It doesn't let you move it in and out anymore. So what we got to do is I got to bend this back, okay, guys, without hopefully not breaking it. Okay, I'm gonna take some pliers, all right, and very carefully bend it back. I'm gonna use 2 pairs of pliers. Okay, hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna try to close it now. And, oh, it barely, almost, but it's hitting the seat. All right, gotta move it a little bit more. We're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back a little more. Okay, I'm not messing the hinges up doing that. Okay, try it again. I think we have a winner maybe. There we go. All right, there you go. And we got it. So I was able to get it to latch. So yeah, you may have to do that to get the latch to latch, is to adjust that the latch on it, all right? And hopefully you don't break it. Hopefully you don't break the cover, and hopefully you don't break anything. But I used 2 pliers, all right? I put it 1 on each side and I pried at it, all right? And I had it propped up on the handlebar to do that. Okay. So take a look at it. Okay, I'll take some pictures and compare, but there it is. Okay, it's pretty much, it's level with the float seat, almost. It's like a little bit higher than the float seat, which is fine. I'm totally happy with that. Okay, it's pretty. There's a big gap in there now. I think. All right, that's what it looks like. Eye level, yeah, it's like the same level as the float seat. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. It doesn't look like it's way too big or anything. Okay. How hard is it to get to the key? Not hard at all. There's a place for the keys to rest too. Maybe the USB thing might be a little bit hard to get to now. Okay. Alright, and this is opening it. Okay, oh yeah. So take a look at the side profile. I think it looks pretty good. That big gap that was here before is gone now. Alright. Yeah, that makes me wonder. Let me take a look at my space. I'm wondering how much of a lift we got. Oh yeah. See, look. So this is the way I had it before. It literally, it's like twice. Yeah, it's like the spacer is twice as big, guys. That's why they have to make this big block thing here to give support for the thing, or else the cover could break. Okay, because you got a big lever arm on it. Okay, so literally. We doubled the height of the lid, all right? The lid is like twice as high as it was before, all right? If you remember, it was like below the seat line, and now we're kind of like on top of the seat line, actually. It's kind of doing this, it's going sloping down and then sloping up type of thing. I think it looks cool. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to ride with it like that. Okay, let's go see if the battery fits. That's the important one, right? Okay, I'm gonna go open the lid. So opening the lid is a little funny now. It kind of rotates on 2 axes. All right, you can push it back like this. Okay. I guess you gotta move it. So I have to remind myself to move it back enough to where it touches the seat, and then we can latch it. Okay. It feels kind of loose too. I might want to tighten it up a little bit. Not sure. Okay, and then opening it is pretty simple. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go hook up my my thing here. Oh, uh-oh. This wire is not long enough now. Yeah, the wire is not long enough for the gauge. Oh man, what the heck, dude? Telling me I have to make a longer one now? Hold on. Okay guys, moment of truth. Put the battery in. Drop it in. Okay, and so now there's no way. So the thing about the Gladiator Compact, it's so tall, you're never going to be able to access that breaker, guys. So you're just going to get a spark every time. I mean, I guess you sort of can. You have to kind of pick at it. Yeah, like I was able to get to it barely. You have to stick your finger back there. It's really hard. All right, we're going to go plug this in. The red route. Okay. Man, there's not a lot of space. Okay. Move it back a little bit. And there you go. Fits. Alright guys. So there you go. And you've got plenty of access to the charge port right here. That's nice. I like that. The question is, how much space, how does the battery move around at all? I think it's be fine. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. Alright guys. Cool deal. Let's fire it up. Oh, the breaker. I forgot to turn the breaker on. Hold on. Alright, so can you actually get to the breaker, guys? No, man. Yeah, if I kind of tilt the battery back a little bit, I can kind of get my finger in there and hit... Oh! The breaker. It's very difficult. Not easy. So that's why you should go with a anti-spark connector, guys. Alright, so that's how the wire is in there. It's kind of bending quite a bit, man. Kind of goes up and it just hits the lid. Alright, and I'm going to pull this forward and latch it. Okay. Alright, now fire it up. Okay, there we go. Bike's on. Cool deal. So thanks for watching. Here's Mick out. Let me see, or one thing we'll do is, let's see if we can fit it with a little pillowcase. All right, now they did give us that rubber block. Okay, they did give us that rubber block. I don't know if we're going to use it or not, because the instructions never mention anything about it. All right, but let's open it up again. Okay, it's pretty easy to open. So can I just use this instead, all right? Just put this here. Move it back and latch it. There you go. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to stick a pillowcase in there, guys. Or anyway, I'll play around with it. I'll see if I need this block or not. All right, so I think where they want you to put this is like right here. See where the other rubber thingy is? Okay, see where the other rubber thingy is? You could put this, alright guys? So what I could do is put it like this and close it. Okay, and then press down on it. Doesn't want to do it. Too tall. Yeah, this is too big. Yeah, it's too big. Maybe you can
If I press down hard enough, I can get it. Yeah, it's really tight. But there you go. Definitely the battery's not going to go anywhere at that little block thing. Okay. Then you'll probably have to push down to get it open. Okay. It's really tight. So my suggestion, just get a rag. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get a rag. Stick it in here. Okay. That's it. Okay. And that should be good. That should make it nice and tight. See if we can move it at all. There's nothing to grab on the sides, just I can't really tell. Okay. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to uninstall the battery. Alright, I showed you how to install it. I'll show you how installing it goes. Just to see if you guys, just to show you what it's like. Alright, take the key off, just like the original. Alright, put the key in the thingy. Turn it counterclockwise. You may have to push down. Nope. Okay. And I think you gotta move the lid back like this. Okay. And then disconnect the battery. Sorry, I'm in the way here. Oh, disconnect the battery. Okay. Now we're gonna pull it out. Hopefully it comes out. Alright, yep. It does. Nice. Pretty good. Alright, and then back in. Okay. Close the breaker. Plug the battery in. No spark. Turn the breaker on. So there's two ways that you can put the wire back in. You can go outside, okay? Okay. So the wire is sticking outside on the other side. Alright guys. Which is, it's okay. It's not sticking out a whole lot. I don't think it'll get snagged on anything. Or you can install it inside the lid, right here. Okay. I feel it puts a little more stress on the wire that way, but it's, you know, out of the way and everything type of thing. Okay. So there you go. Okay, so that was how to take it out and put it back in. Cool deal.
Alright, finally, at long last, I've got my Qi battery installed. Alright, my Qi Gladiator Compact 72 battery, or Gladiator 72 Compact battery, installed in my Sora Lightbee. Alright, finally I can go ride my bike. Alright, it's fun. It'll be good now. Okay, so yeah, and so in a separate video, Hazemega will take the bike out for its maiden voyage with a new battery, and we'll do a kind of torture test and a range test. All right, and then and yeah, so check that out. That'll be my first time riding with it. I'm probably not going to push it all the way, is what I want to say, because I haven't upgraded the wiring. So that's going to be another video. We're going to go upgrade the wiring. We're going to do a breaker delete. I'm going to install a 4-gauge wire harness with the wire lugs and a QS10P connector. Okay, that's the connector I decided to go with. And I'm doing it by myself. Okay, I'm building my own harness. All right, so whether it's cheaper than buying the harness from like Qi battery systems or somewhere else, I don't know. Okay, I had two choices: the KO or Qi battery with the QS8 or QS10, and I decided to go with the QS10P. It's a little bit different than the one they're using. Okay, so and yeah, so hopefully we'll have some room into the cover or something. Okay, all right. But anyway, there it is. So that's what it looks like. I'll take a couple pictures and put it at the end of this video. But that's what the install, how the Gladiator 72 Compact installs. Okay, guys, installs pretty good. I think the everything is pretty much, you know, bolt on except for the latch. All right, the latch bar. I had to move the latch bar back. I believe I moved it forward. All right, yeah, that's right. I remember. So when I installed my previous battery spacer kit for this battery, all right, I think I bent the latch bar. I bent it forward. All right, this time I had to bend it back to stock. So I think they had decided. I think Qi battery designed it so you just have to you just install it and it should drop in right away. Okay, but I had already modified mine. I bent it forward. So that's why I had to bend it back again, all right? And good thing it didn't break. Whew, man, I'll tell you, man. Every time I bend that thing, I'm worried whether I'm going to break it or not, you know? So yeah. But that's a scoop. I got it to fit, and it fits pretty good. I'm pretty I'm pretty happy with the way it fits in the bike. It's not like, the battery's not poking out like a whole lot. If you were to get the touring battery or something, that's not what I was looking for. I want a battery that fits in there nicely and it looks nice, okay? And it doesn't make the bike super duper heavy, okay? And I think I found a good battery, all right, guys? Okay, so, and I'll have to see how well they fit with these batteries. That might be another video, okay? My suggestion is, if you don't want to use that big rubber block, it's really tight with the rubber block, guys. I didn't put it in. Maybe if I take the rubber that's out there right now and then put the rubber block in, it might be a little looser, but it's in there super tight, man. My suggestion is just get a rag or something and just stuff it under there. That's what I do, and I can do that for the other batteries too. So, okay. So thanks for watching. That's how you install a Qi Battery Systems Gladiator 72 compact battery on a Sur-Ron LiteBee. Okay, one that's kind of been previously modified to fit another battery. Okay, hopefully the other batteries fit it now too. Okay, thanks for watching. Hey, let's make it out.